Guys, keep it rolling. Another 15 minutes, we'll round it up. Thank you for coming. True Talk Margaret TV, you are highly welcome. Thank you for supporting your girl. Thank you so much for your comments and your contributions. God will surely bless you. Continue the good work. Keep speaking out for the poor, for the masses. We are really looking forward to reformation. True Talk Margaret TV, you say you're still with me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll be rounding up in another 13 minutes. This is my third live stream. Thank you for supporting your girl. I'll be watching out for more of your videos. I see two amazing people in the house. Okay, so you go make video tomorrow. Okay, that's good. I'll watch out for it. My bell is on for you, so I'm going to watch your video tomorrow. And that last one when you do was very fine. You were in the balcony, when you were talking. It was really nice. I watch your video reach the end though. I know they stop halfway. Because they really talk sense. Okay, Nduka says there's a very interesting conversation on police reforms by Shego Awasonya on Channels TV. Okay, I'll watch it after my live stream. I subscribe to channels, so I always watch what is happening there, to keep myself abreast. And most of the things I was talking about here, I picked them up from Channels Television. So I saw most of the happenings there, even on the Governor Wike as he came out and spoke to the youths. The other guy too that was being harassed, youths that were giving their own experiences and their own different encounters with the SARS. Like I earlier said, these SARS, they were meant to handle violent crimes, kidnapping, fight armed robbery, but everything turned around. So, but we thank God that now that the youths have come out to protest against the police brutality, and have asked the government to scrape it. So I believe something good will come. Okay, True Talk Margaret says she picks her own story from Facebook. Yeah, I'm also on Facebook, but I pick my own mostly on the channels, especially Nigerian news, because they report live as it's happening. They are there and it's very accurate and to the point. So I pick mine there to know what is happening in Nigeria. So I thank you so much for coming to talk. Margaret TV, I thank you. So let's believe that we that have made our voices to be heard, the government will hear us, and something good will come out of this protest. Like we're asking for a change, a reformation, a total reorientation of the Nigerian force, their mentality, and this will come through training. This will come through training. We're asking also that their allowances should be upgraded, and even their equipment, the arms and ammunition they are using, should be upgraded to the standard of their counterparts abroad. And also, okay, our sister says sorry she came late. No, you just came at your own time. I know that I'll still repeat most of the things I earlier said. And why I picked this topic is that we are talking about somebody being healthy upstairs, because if one is healthy all round, you'll be able to articulate and handle issues correctly. So we're asking for an upgrade in their equipment, their accommodation, their salaries, and everything about the police should now be looked to. Not just to say, okay, we are changing them, we are moving them to different states. It's the same people being moved around. So we're asking for a total change so that the brutality, the oppression, the harassment, the fear, the extortion, all should end. And we're asking for accountability. They should be held accountable to most of these things that they are being accused of. True Talk Margaret TV says, I hope so too, because a lot of people are scared to speak out. Yes, we are scared to speak out. And she also said we should be thinking about the youth in Nigeria, not the thieves. Yes, the youth. We should consider create employments for them, because I think why they are on the road is because there's no school, the COVID, and other things, strike and all that. So they've been at home for long. So if you call out for anything, they are ready to come out. And some of them are even ready to die for it. So if you watch Channels TV, you see a lot of things happening there, how the youths they've been protesting and what they've been saying so far. So I thank you guys for coming. May God reward you abundantly for your time and your money that you spent watching me and listening to this talk on SARS must end. SARS must end. So we're believing that by tomorrow we get a better news. By tomorrow we'll hear something good will come out of the protests. And the youth's issues must have been addressed, properly addressed. Thank you. 2 people are watching me. Thank you. God bless you for staying on up to this time. Yeah, True Talk Margaret TV says we have to stand and speak for our generation. Yes, we'll be held accountable. You know, if later it comes that you were not able to do anything, then you'll be asked a question. What happened? What did you say when you were there? It's like the people in position now, if they don't say anything, they say, what happened? Why were you not able to say anything when this thing was happening? So we should all speak out, say something, so that our nation will be good. Yeah, True Talk Margaret TV says we have to stand and speak for our generation. Yeah, True Talk Margaret TV says we have to stand and speak for our Thank you guys for coming to my live stream. You have really made me proud. Thank you for coming out to support me. Thank you everyone for coming. I'll soon be signing off. God bless you. May the Lord keep and preserve you. You're going out and you're coming in the mighty name of our Lord Jesus. God bless you and God bless Nigeria. God bless also the Nigerian police force. Amen. So bye everyone. Bye.